Hi, it's Angie, and I'm here at the new kitchen counter of Over the Kitchen Counter. It's been a long time since I filmed a cooking video for you, and that's because it's taken me that long to find a recipe that was worthy of sharing. Today I'm going to be making Vanishing Oatmeal Raisin Cookies. You may notice this is a different counter than I had before, and that's because in the couple years that I've taken off from filming cooking videos, I did move, and now I have a new black kitchen counter. So these cookies are amazing, and it's a very simple recipe. It's basically a really rich, delicious oatmeal cookie. So let's get started, and I'll show you how easy it is to make them at home. I've preheated the oven to 350 degrees, and I have a cookie sheet ready that's ungreased. So I am using the same KitchenAid stand mixer because it just makes things much easier, but you can do this by hand if you want to build up some muscle, or you can use just a hand electric mixer. So I'm starting with half a cup plus 6 tablespoons of softened butter. And I'm going to start by creaming that so it's nice and smooth. And this is a pretty standard procedure for any kind of butter cookie. You want to cream the butter first, then add your sugars. So we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, once your butter is nice and smooth and creamy, you're going to add your sugar. And we have 3/4 of a cup of packed brown sugar, and you know it's packed when it holds its shape when you tip it out. And half a cup of just regular white granulated sugar. And we'll cream those two together with the butter. You want to stop and scrape down the sides of the bowl. Okay, once that's done, we're going to beat in 2 eggs, and I like to do them one at a time. And add 1 teaspoon of best quality vanilla extract. I like the Madagascar bourbon. Blend that in. Okay, now I'm going to mix up my dry ingredients. You want to do this separately so they're well combined. I've got 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Then I have 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and half a teaspoon of salt, which you can leave out if you want. I just like to use a whisk to combine those. And I'll add this into our liquid mixture. And you want that flour incorporated, but you don't want to overbeat it. Next, I'm going to add 3 cups of oatmeal, and you can use old-fashioned or quick. I like to use about 2 cups of the quick and then 1 cup of the old-fashioned. So here's my 2 cups of quick oats and 1 cup of old-fashioned. And now I have 1 cup of raisins that I will add into the dough. And that's it for the cookie dough, and now we're just going to portion it out on the ungreased baking sheet. I like to use a small ice cream scoop. So I'm just going to scoop these out. You can flatten them a little bit with your finger if you want, just to make sure they cook in the center. So I'll finish putting these on the cookie sheet and bake them at the 350 for about 8 to 10 minutes until they're nice and golden. And when they're all baked, I'll take them out and show you what they look like. Okay, the first batch is done, and it did take the full 10 minutes. But I find my oven gets hotter as it goes along, so the next batch I will check a little bit sooner, so make sure you do check them. Even though these took the full 10 minutes, it may be quicker for the second batch. So using that small ice cream scoop, I got about 42 cookies. But they freeze really well, and if you store them in an airtight container, they'll last for a few days, and they're so yummy. And it really smells great in your kitchen. So thanks for watching. I'm going to let these cool for a couple minutes and then put them on the rack to cool completely. and then I will enjoy some with a cup of tea. And I hope you enjoyed seeing Vanishing Oatmeal Raisin Cookies. This is a free recipe available from the Quaker Oat Company, and I'll link the recipe down below.